Hi there, I want to talk today about how you can use your local account, South African account in South African rands, to buy overseas shares. Now, there's two ways you can do this. Here's my demo account. The first is, of course, our old friend, an ETF. Here's the Satrix World. You've basically bought the world, and you can see it's done very nicely. Thank you so much. And if you look at, again, when you look at the fact sheet, just do a Google search and say, let me look for the MSCI World fact sheet. Three things I look at. Number one, what do I own? Let me come to the top first of all. Number one, how much does it cost? And as you can see here, it's 0.25. If it's under 0.5%, I'm happy. You know, most of your investments, unit trusts and things are charging you 1.5%, 2%, so 0.25%, that's perfect. How did it do? Over 1 year, 15, over 3 years, 15, nearly 16, over 5 years, 14, since inception, 15%. A year, 15% per year. I'm happy with that. And then the last thing I look at is, what do I own? Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Google, etc., etc., etc. That's it. So you put your $100 or your $500 or your $1,000 or your $10,000 into this. You bought those shares. And now, when you switch on the radio or listen to the TV or read the newspaper, Nvidia shares have gone up again. Well, I own them. Apple stock are doing well. I own them. So this is a very easy way to do it. It's in local currency. It's an ETF, so just search for ETFs. And MSCI World is a popular one. You can get the S&P 500, which is more American focused. Or you can get the One Invest Global Total World Fund, which is more diverse, including more of the emerging markets. Or you can get the Satrix Emerging Market Fund if you want to focus on emerging markets. But that's getting specific. Just take it easy. This one, basically you bought the world with one purchase, and everything should be fine. And as I say, how did it do? Well, 255%. It's doing very, very nicely. And of course, not only do these shares go up, but because you're buying in rands, in local currency, you're benefiting from foreign exchange in terms of if the dollar is strong and the rand is weak, the performance will be even better. So that's the first thing you can do. Look at a global ETF fund, and you can buy some of those. There's the NASDAQ, for example, which is focused obviously on technology shares, and again, 535% maximum change, and over 1 year it's gone up by 28%. Yeah, so that's fine. And again, you can do that simply. The other way to do it is an ETN, and I'm going to invest now. Let's see if we can look for the ETNs, and I'm going to look at the ZAR. And again, I'm going to look at ETNs, exchange traded notes, and they're a bit hidden away, but if you look at the FNB ones, for example, then you see, I think is that booking.com? Let's have a look here. South African markets. It's not very clear, is it? I wish they'd change that. Anyway, you know, there's all of these different ones that you can choose. If we go back, I mean, let me stick to the ones that we know. So we're going to say this is the ZAR account. Again, we're looking for ETNs. And we've got, I think that's Palantir or something like that. But here's the ones that I know. Activision, Netflix, Tesla, Apple, Adobe, Amazon, Tesla, McDonald's, etc., etc., etc. So they're all there. And again, you buy in local currency, and it's no foreign exchange needed, and you bought essentially an exchange traded note, a note in local currency that basically relates to the shares in America. You'll see, by the way, Some of these say Quanto and some of them say Compo. Do you see that one? It says Compo and that one says Quanto. And you may be wondering what the difference is. Well, Quanto is linked to your domestic currency, the rand, but a Compo is based on the market exchange rate at the time of maturity. So in other words, I normally buy the Compo because I'm thinking that the US dollar is going to get stronger compared to the rand, and maybe I'll do better with the Compo. But it doesn't really matter. But in case you're interested, there's the difference between Quanto and Combo. So there you are, two different ways to do it. An ETF, like MSCI World, where you've bought all of the shares in the world, essentially, and then an ETN, which are these ones, where you can choose specific shares, Apple, Tesla, etc. All right, happy investing.